Hi all, good evening. Today we'll be covering how to create a PDI, which is personal developer instance, also known as a demo instance. It's really important to create a demo instance. It is equal to working on your real-time instance. 99% you will have a similar interface. Almost all the activities what we do in real time, we can also achieve the same on the PDI. So practicing on the PDI is really a better way for you to gain some good hands-on knowledge on ServiceNow platform. So to create the same, let's see how we can do that. So anyhow, I have a active instance, but don't worry, I'll create one now. So to create a new instance, you need to have your Gmail credentials or any other mail, whatever you use, but don't use your official office mails and all. Okay, just avoid using those official mail addresses. You can use any of your personal existing Gmail, or you can create a new for ServiceNow. So let's create a new one. Create Gmail account. So I'll just demonstrate it with creating a new Gmail account. So Snow is a short name for ServiceNow. I just keep it like Jan 2025. So Jan 25th, 2000. Okay. So I'll skip the recovery mail address for now. So I'm creating a new profile for my newly created account. So my account is created and this is the profile. Okay. So now how to create a ServiceNow demo account. I'll demonstrate it. So this is, I'm using it on Google Chrome browser. You can also do it on Mozilla or any other web browser. There is no limitation that you have to access only Google or Chrome here. Okay, so you can just type developer.servicenow.com. So you can search with this. Okay, you'll be redirecting to a ServiceNow developer page. This is the web page from where you can create a new personal developer instance. ServiceNow is the logo again. So build apps that solve business problems faster, rapidly build, test, and deploy applications that makes work better for your organization. Start building on Now platform with a free account. So it clearly says that you need not to pay anything for creating this personal developer instance. Just click here on sign up and start building, as this is our first class. So you have to create a ServiceNow ID. You have to provide your first name, last name, and all. Snow is a short name for ServiceNow, so I'm just using the same. And just copy your mail address. Paste the same and select your country. and you have to give a password. So make sure you are meeting the password requirement, like it should contain a uppercase, lowercase, a digit, special character, and a maximum length of your like password can be 100, but minimum is 8 characters, and it should not contain anything part of your username. Let's say snow. This is my password. So I'm just checking this checkbox. There are certain terms and conditions. You can just go through them and click on sign up. So when you sign up, a ServiceNow ID has been created for you with this email. The application requires you to verify your email. Please check your email for a link to verify your account. After verification, you can log into the application. Okay. Shreya, is it fine to create a PDI with our personal mail ID? Yes, Venkatesh, you can create a PDI with your personal mail ID. This point I have already highlighted it. Okay. Now just go to your mails. I'm sorry, we will talk about all the question and answer queries at the end. Okay. Because if I have to answer your queries, it takes more than an hour. First, we'll see how to create a PDI. Later, we'll discuss all your queries. So I have received a mail. So it is displaying my surname and all. Here you have a button to verify, or you have a hyperlink, and this link is valid for 1 day. So I'll just click here on the button, verify email. See, your email has been verified. Now just refresh. Now you have created an account. Just go back to developer.servicenow.com. So this is the home page. Now you have to sign in. So to sign in, you need your credentials, mainly your username and a password. So mail ID and a password. So hello Jan 2025, help us tune your experience. So you need a developer oriented IDE or a guided experience, you can choose. So we need a IDE. Okay. So just go with this option. And what best describes your job responsibilities? So you can go with developer, IT admin. So just confirm that you have read all the just okay. I'm sorry. So now if you see my developer instance is up, there is a request instance. So you just click here. We are processing your request. This will take only few seconds. Okay. Yeah, your instance is created now. But before jumping into the actual concepts of ServiceNow, we have a few things that we need to understand. ServiceNow also provides some product documentation. That means to upskill your knowledge in ServiceNow space, you have all the documents or the courses or the tutorials, whatnot that is required for you to learn new concepts in ServiceNow. We have a no, now learning platform. Okay, that is also a platform given by ServiceNow. So just click here, learn how to build apps on Now platform. So learn, build, and solve. When you just scroll down, you can see the learning plans and courses. If you are new to ServiceNow, you can also enroll into these courses. There are few learning plans. You will have a guided stepwise instructions to complete certain uh, courses here. So you can choose either a new to ServiceNow or a ServiceNow administrator or a ServiceNow application developer, and you can also be certified for the same. As I told mentioned, Now Learning is a platform from where you can actually complete all the demanded courses, live classes, get some micro certifications on your name, some course stimulators which are also been there. Okay, under Learn, you can, under overview, you can actually learn all this. Under plans, again, you have a see my instance is ready now. So each one of us will have a URL like this. This is my instance name. Dav204887.servicenow.com is the domain name, and the username will be admin for all of us as we are using a PDI, which is a demo instance, and the password is this for my account. It differs for each one of us. Keep keep your instance active by developing on the instance or logging into your developer site. If your instance is inactive for 10 days, it will be reclaimed or released for other developers to use. That means if you are not using your instance every day, ServiceNow pool is going to take back your account. You have to raise a new one or you have to request the same. Instead of that, at least open once in a day and practice whatever we are discussing in the class. Okay, so again, you have a citizen developer apps using App Engine Studio, how to develop them. If you are if you are completely new to ServiceNow, what is this navigation? What is the applications that we have? You can also understand the concepts following this 14 module course. Okay, again, ServiceNow administrator, we have a module for the same again. ServiceNow application developer, what is the scripting, how to write, debug, all the scripts for scoped and other scoped applications. Okay, these are like guided tutorials you have. Again, under courses, if you want to understand a specific topic, see, build my App Engine Studio application. There are some certain 18 articles for the same. Scripting in ServiceNow, as if you are new. What is inbound integration? So you can learn any of the course that is been listed out here. Okay. So again, tutorials. These are similar to our YouTube videos. And we have people who have dedicated their success journey for ServiceNow. Okay, so Chuck Thomas is the one. So you can also find his recordings related to ServiceNow scripting. Those are really helpful to understand the scripting concepts of ServiceNow. Yes, the scripting is really simple here. You need not to be a pro in JavaScript, but if you know the basics, well and good. Okay, so we have a blog and all where you can understand certain things about ServiceNow. Coming to certifications, evaluate your learning with, I'm sorry. I'll go back to my homepage. So evaluate your learning with instructor led classes, certifications with Now Learning. So why certifications are very important? So to measure your knowledge, we need certain course completion. So once you complete a course, you'll be certified. After completing a course, you have to take some exams. Okay, so we have two types of certifications in ServiceNow: micro level certifications, mainline certifications. So micro level certifications are free of cost. You can also enroll into the courses in Now platform and complete them, and you need not to pay anything for this micro level certifications like Flow Designer, ATF. We have a few of the certifications under micro certification module, so you can enroll into any of those and get certified. Under mainline certification, we mainly talk about CSA, Certified System Administrator, CAD, Certified Application Developer, ITSM, ITL, not only for ITSM module, but for all other modules of ServiceNow, you'll find such micro certifications and mainline certifications. And mainline certifications, you need a voucher. So to get a voucher, again, you have to complete some stimulator courses and you may get a voucher. And the voucher price is not too less. Uh, you have to pay around $500 to $600. Okay, but if you are working for some good MNC companies or the companies which are partners of ServiceNow, you may get the voucher for free. You have two types of modes to appear for the exam, either online or offline. Okay, where you'll have a instructor who will be watching you. Okay. So if you are certified as a CSA or CAD, that means you hold some good knowledge in ServiceNow. That is how we measure the uh, knowledge that you have in ServiceNow based on the certifications you showcase on your profile. Okay, coming to references. So what is this references? See, I am also new to ServiceNow. I don't know the concepts here. Let's say my manager was asking me about UI policies. I never heard. I'm very new to ServiceNow, so I want to understand what is UI policy. Instead of searching something randomly on the internet, you can type UI policy. See, if I type UI policies, I get some ServiceNow link. Otherwise, I get some URLs. Here I can see a blog from Snowy Code and all. So instead of wasting your time, you can directly search it on the product documentation. This means the documentation that is provided by the ServiceNow. Okay, you can search for any concept here and you can find the relevant information. So even today we do the same. Okay, for every version you will have a release notes, and version to version again the product documentation is also updated. Okay, so it is just doing some SSO. What is SSO? Single sign-on. So once you log in into one of your ServiceNow account, you need not to re-log in into any other ServiceNow related portals. It will directly revalidate your credentials and you will be redirected. See, this is a product documentation. Now let's say I want to understand UI policies. I can type UI policies, dynamically change the behavior or information on a form. I can open this. So, so far, any questions? Do you think I'm little fast or slow, or the pace is fine?
For what purpose UI policies are?
I'm just showing you how the documentations are helpful to understand the concepts, Ram.
What is meant by UI then? Abbreviation may I know?
UI policy, UI is nothing but a user interface.
Okay. Actually, I'm
Okay,
new to the software actually.
okay, no problem. I'm just asking about the pace. Is it okay, or do
Yeah,
you
okay.
find okay?
Perfectly fine, Shreya.
Yeah, thank you so much. So you can search for anything here. See, I'm also very new like you guys. So I want to understand what is a UI policy. I have some theoretical information as well as a tutorial for the same. When I scroll down, what role is required to access this and what is a navigation to write a new UI policy. Everything is listed out. Okay, so you need not to search anywhere else. You'll find everything under product documentation. This is my most recommended docs to understand the concepts of ServiceNow. Okay, so under reference, you'll have this product documentation, browse products and release information, find reference documentation for APIs. So as I mentioned, while working on scripts, we use APIs, application programming interfaces. So we are all new to ServiceNow. We have no clue what type of APIs that we use. So again, server custom scope, under client what APIs are there, under REST what APIs we use. So let's say under client, if I have to explore, I can see a list of APIs that are there. Okay, I don't say that you'll be using all these APIs, but based on your requirement or based on your project, you can try to understand. Okay, Glide Ajax. We'll be talking about Glide Ajax. See, we are on the Xanadu version. Yeah, I missed to highlight this point. I'll also explain this. Okay, so the current version is Xanadu, and you can see the uh, product documentation is giving me a detailed information. I can see few examples here. Okay, I can go through this reference document and gain some knowledge. That is how this reference documents and product documentations are helpful to us. Okay, so under APIs you find the same information, guys. There is no much difference. But next experience is for other modules of ServiceNow. I'm sorry, I'm muting someone here. So under guides, let's say guide overview, read our guides to get knowledge our technology, to get to know our technologies, like what are the latest things that they are going to implement. All the information you can find it here, all the frequently asked questions and all. So you can introduce yourself to the benefits of building on Now platform. So Now platform, again, Now learning, as we have Now platform, is also something where you can actually understand what's new is going with ServiceNow. Okay, developer program guides, explore program resource for learning, building, and developing. So if you want to build something new, again, you can use this guide. Developer glossary, this may help you see, browse an alphabeticized list of commonly used service terms. Like in alphabetic wise, you'll have a list of information. Let's say I'm talking about action designer in a flow designer concepts. I don't have clue what is action designer here. In alphabetic order, I'll have a list of information. uh, in C, we have a canvas, catalogs, collays, category. Again, if I go with another alphabet, I can find what is data item. So if someone says some random new terminology, you can directly search it under this glossary. And coming to personal developer instance, get the most out of your personal developer instance. So the PDI stands for personal developer instance. Coming to connect, so, while working for one particular domain, it's really important for you to have a uh, part of being a community and all. So, that helps you to share and gain the knowledge. So, discover what's new, upcoming, and ongoing. So, you can see what is new that is happening. Okay, developer MVPs and superheroes. So, there is some new program they have introduced. Okay, and if you have like achieved a like, or you have implemented something new, okay, then you can also post that in a form of a blog and share. Like, let's say your project team is okay sharing the information about the project, then you can share the knowledge to other resource who are very new to ServiceNow. Under share, you can do that. And again, community, this is a forum. People who are working for ServiceNow are part of this community. So you can also join this particular forum. You can also share your inputs, or if you have any queries, you can post your query and gain some good relevant answers from people who are working for ServiceNow. You will find many who are working for ServiceNow from decades, or who are very new to ServiceNow. So it's a family, it's a community usually, where you can share and gain the knowledge. And holding your account in community is an added advantage, because if I have some complex requirement, I can directly check with the people who are working under the ServiceNow space. I can post it there and they can provide me some solution. I can try it on my PDI. If it is working, again, I can implement it in my real project. So usually we have these events. So meet developers at an event near you. If there are any events that are happening in uh, metropolitan cities like Hyderabad, Mumbai, or Bangalore, you can register and you can also attend those events. Okay, and coming here, you can see my instance. Okay, and you can see the status of instance. It is online, and the version that we are using is Zenado, which is the latest version, and we have a admin role. So this role is really important for us, because this role makes your work very easy and one of the super powerful role. App Engine Studio, so this is already installed. You can actually build applications using this studio. And Creator Studio, this is ServiceNow Studio. These are all used by other modules of ServiceNow, guys. But see, they also use the same PDIs, right? That's the reason they have made it available for people who use either ServiceNow Studios or Creator Studios or App Engine Studios. Okay, plugins. See, a few of the functionalities are not enabled on the PDI or on your real-time instance directly. You have to activate the plugin. Let's say I have a cloud management. So if I activate the plugin, the relevant concepts or the functionalities that I need for managing this cloud management, okay, are available on the system. Again, manage email properties. So to send or receive emails, you can just enable this toggle button. So to enable emails, sending or receiving, click on the toggle and modify the changes, like just click on save. Release instance. So what is this release instance? So if you are feel like you don't need this instance, okay, by releasing your instance you allow other developers to use that resource. Remember, this action doesn't give up your access to the site, you only lose access to your personal developer instance. That means only to this particular instance you lose the access. In future you can create a new one and you can start working on that. So if you are still looking to release the instance, what is the reason behind it, you can choose here and release the instance. Just allow me a minute. Okay. So change user role. So usually this is a PDI. So you have this feasibility to decide your role. So App Engine Studio creator or admin role. While working on App Engines, you can use this role. If usually if you have to handle all the ITSM practices, we go with admin role. The admin role grants full access to your PDI, including ServiceNow Studio application development environment for professional developers. So this is an added advantage for using this role, using the concepts in PDI. Coming to remove demo data. So usually ServiceNow gives some demo data for us. So if you wish to remove that data, you can also just like groups, users, roles, and incidents. These are all demo data which we have. If you wish to remove that, you can just simply check this checkbox and remove that data. But see, by having demo data, it will be easy for you to practice. Okay, reset and wipe the instance. We do certain changes on the instance and you don't want the instance to be like that, you want to reset it to the default version. Then in that scenarios you can actually uh, use the same instance name, or you can give up the name and get a new one. You will have the same instance but it will be to the default version. Okay. Manage instance password. So let's say people like me keep forgetting the password, so you can just check your password, or you can also email these details, or you can reset the password from here. Okay. And upgrade instance, as we all have this upgrades, that means my current version is Xanadu, but again we have a patch 4a. What is this patch 4a or hot fixes also will have? So whenever there is a new release in the market, okay, or a new version introduced in the market, so 1 minute guys. So whenever there is a new release in the market, we also identify many bugs. So to fix those bugs, you will uh, report those issues or bugs directly to the ServiceNow vendor. They also identify the same and they fix them using a patch fixes or a hot fixes. So we recommend upgrading to our latest release so that you get access to the latest features and functionality. So you can just click here and you have this upgrade option. As of now, I think the instance is installed today, so uh, it may have the current features, so you need not to do this activity again. But if you are using any older version, okay, so how to track that? If you just go to your home page, you can see under which version you are in, and it supports last 3 versions. So we are in Xanadu. Washington is a previous version, and the previous to Washington was a Vancouver. Okay, and you also have a courses available for all these 3 versions. Let's say we'll have a new version which is Yokohama in this Feb 2025, then Xanadu and Washington. Up to this 3 versions, you can access the functionalities. Okay. So refresh instance, like how we reload our system. Likewise, it just refresh the instance and you can see under instance status. Instance with no activity for over 10 days will be claimed back into the pool. That means they will take back your account, guys, if you are not using your instance for straight 10 days. Please don't do that, because if you are not using your ServiceNow instance, it is of no use attending the classes. Okay. And coming here, you can see what is the name of this account, what is the mail they were accessing, and under profile, you can see if you want to change any of the information, you can do the same. So it will send some email notification like authentication. So I have to provide those 6 digits code. If you want to modify something on your account, you have to confirm it. See, I received the code. Verify it. If you want to add any authentication, you can also do that. So it is actually verifying. So see, you can edit any of your awards, certifications, achievements, first name, last name. It will be public. If you want to keep it private, you can do that. See whether you are a verified user or not. Set some privacy. You can do it. If you want to update the details, you can. And under which organization you work for, what is the title, what is your job level, department, job function, all the social media information also you can just update. You can also update your location, everything you can do it. Okay, this is about the ServiceNow PDI. I think we have covered everything regarding the PDI creation and what is there on the header and what are the important things that you have to know here. Coming to versions, uh, 2004 in the year where ServiceNow has introduced in the market, and the name given was GlideSoft. There are many versions from 2004, and currently we are using Xanadu version. Okay, see, now I'm on community, ServiceNow community. Someone has posted version names with the dates, so I can actually understand. Okay, GlideSoft was the name given in 2004. January 2006, they started using month's name. Okay, post that they started using season names, and they started using country names like Aspirin, Berlin, Calgary, Dublin, Eureka, Fuji, Geneva, Helsinki, Istanbul, Jakarta, Kingston, London, Madrid, New York, Orlando, Paris, Quebec, Rome, San Diego, Tokyo, Utah, Vancouver, Washington, Xanadu, and next version is Oklahoma, which is in the Q2, means quarter two. Every 6 months there will be a new release in the market. That means in a year, you can expect 2 releases. Okay. I'll just come back to my home page now. Just click here on Start Building. I'm on my home page of ServiceNow, and this is my developer instance name. This is the hyperlink. Okay. Just copy the URL up to .com and paste the same. Append it with SP. SP is nothing but a service portal. Okay, this is called as a native UI. That means where you actually implement, develop, create, and this is the portal where end users or customers will use your working model and place a request. Let's say they want to order an iPhone 16 and you have created a catalog for that. They can order it from here. They receive a request number. They can track it. All these things they can do it from the portal. Okay, see, and whenever I'll explain few things on the native UI. Please remember this is the logo of ServiceNow, but you also have this advantage or privilege to modify the logo according to your project. Let's say you work for Coca-Cola, so they want their own branding. They want the domain name has Coca-Cola, their logo has Coca-Cola. Okay, then you can also do certain customizations according to the client requirement. Coming here, this is a unified navigator filter where we have certain applications, menus, modules that are given by ServiceNow directly. Okay. We also call them as a out of the box functionality. The short name for out of the box functionality is OOTB. That means that is given by ServiceNow directly. We didn't configure them from scratch, but we have all the access to customize it according to the requirement. Okay, let's say incident. If I type incident, I have a dedicated menu. This is a menu, guys. If I just expand it, I can see some modules beneath it. If I collapse it, I just see the module. This is the menu. These are the modules. If I'm using everyday incident module, I can also add them to my favorites. So refresh. Under favorites, you can find your incident module and you can open your incident form or incident list from here. So what is an incident? Whenever user have some issue and want to report it to the technical desk or help desk, they do it using an incident form. Okay. So incident table stores all the incident records. So you have a dedicated menu and modules for the same. Likewise for problem, change requested items. There are many. Okay. So here, if I just click on new, it redirects me to the new incident from where I can fill the required information and submit this record. Where this records goes and sits in a table. Which table? Incident table. Okay, under all, I can have a list of incidents that are there. See, total number of incidents are 67. This is what demo data. Okay, so under left navigator, you will find all the applications, menus, modules that are there. As you are holding the admin rights, you have access to most of the modules that are there in ServiceNow. But if you have a role like ITIL or incident manager or a no role at all, okay, if there is no role on your profile, you are treated as a end user. That means a customer who just need access to the ServiceNow portal to create an incident and to track the incident. Okay, so we'll be learning all these things in detail. So to refresh your list, you can also just do the same. To pin it, you just use this. And coming to favorites, you have the option to add and remove those from your favorites. History, like what I have accessed in the past, I can see track of it. Like a minute ago, I was using incident, which is new record. Okay, workspaces, we have a agent workspace, service operation workspace. These are different. You need not to focus as of now. This is a global search. So to search something, let's say I want to understand, my manager has given me the incident number. I don't know. I'm very new to ServiceNow. And he told me to see who has raised when the incident is been raised. Let's say we'll fill the required information. This field is a caller field or a user field. It's a reference field. That means it refers to the user table where all the user information is stored, and you can select any of the user from the table and populate it on the form. And short description is a mandatory field. So Jan 2025, 24th January. I'm unable to log in into my instance. User ID Shreya X987. Okay. So filling the mandatory information, I save a record. So once I save a record, the SysID will be updated. This is the system ID. This is generated by system. Okay, you cannot edit this value, which is of 32-bit characters. which is a combination of hexadecimal values. Hexadecimal values means both string values as well as numerics. When I talk about strings, nothing but alphabets, A to F, digits 0 to 9. In this combination, this SSID has been configured and which is unique for each and every record in ServiceNow. Okay, so to search your record, you can also use the SysID, but let's say my manager has given me this number. So I can paste it on the global search, which is the search engine in ServiceNow. The name for search engine is Zinc. So usually on a Chrome or any other browser, let's say I want to eat best Pani Puri in Hyderabad. Pani Puri in Hyderabad. If I type something like this, uh, based on my keywords, it will search and recommend few places. This is a search engine of Google. Likewise, in ServiceNow, to search the records and all, you have a global search, and the global search name is Zinc. Okay, see, I can open the record and I can understand what is the short description, who has raised, what is the state of the record. Okay, and coming here, this is a application scope and update sets. So application scope global is a standard one. Okay, we'll be providing some more important points about the application scope in our upcoming classes. Update sets, these are really an important topic in ServiceNow. So to migrate the changes from this environment to another environment, we use update sets. So we'll be doing some practical activity for each and every concept. Okay, coming to chat, let's say you want to discuss something with your team members or someone, you can also start the discussion from here. So you can begin a description like discussion with a posting your incident number, subject, you can add participants, you can brief your inputs here. Okay, coming here, it's a help. So you can also understand what is the incident form and all. Apart from that, you can also leave your feedback here. You can take a tour of what is this incident form and all. And coming here, if you have any notifications, you can also cross check them. And this is the profile. So whenever you create a new PDI, it comes up with the detailed system administrator. So when you just click here on profile, you can see what is the first name, what is the last name. Okay, view. What is the view? I'll be talking about it. It takes 3 to 4 classes for us to understand the view. Okay, so here I have access to limited fields. I can see first name, last name. There is a business phone, mobile phone. I can update my information, but the title is given as a system administrator and the email is given as admin@example. Which date format I use, I can choose it from this options. And the time zone, like if I'm from Europe or Canada or Hong Kong, I can choose any of the time zones here. Okay, if I want to see all the fields on the form, this is called a contextual search. You can just go here and change the view to default view. Okay, so users with no role will have access to those limited fields. Users with admin role or any other important roles will have access to the fields where you have more fields on the form now. Okay, as I change the view. So there is a so much to understand view and roles. Okay, so now if I see this is my user ID, I belong to finance department and I have a calendar integrated with Outlook. That means if someone wants to reach out to me, they can see my daily schedule on Outlook and schedule a call. And coming here, what all roles I have on my profile, I can see there are 43 roles and I belong to one group, which is team development code reviewers group. The group is offering me all the roles. Okay, so what is a role, what is a group? Okay, everything we will be covering. So I don't want to add anything more now. I'll stop it here. Let's discuss your queries. And tomorrow at 9 p.m. we have a class. Monday to Saturday we'll host classes at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. If required, we can extend it for 10-15 minutes. Okay. So far, any questions from anyone? Firstly, how is the class?
It was good, but I have a small question.
Sure.
So as we call ServiceNow instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for what things we call this instance, like is it only used by the
Mm-hmm.
uh, I mean the developers and the admins, or the people who are working on ServiceNow as a ticketing tool, they also use it as a
See,
term?
yeah, it's just a term,
Okay,
Zubair, firstly,
okay,
and this platform, okay, whatever we are just
correct.
seeing on the screen is a ServiceNow platform.
Okay.
Okay, and this will be used by everyone. Mm,
Hmm.
it is not restricted only for ITSM
Yeah,
users
okay,
nor for CMDB users.
okay,
People who are working for creating any mobile applications or CMDB discovery, it could be anything. Okay, this is
okay.
like a open platform for people who are working for ServiceNow space.
Hmm.
Okay, so that one added advantage of using this, it helps you to gain some good hands-on knowledge, because I work at least 10 to 11 hours in a day on the same platform, but
Okay,
that belongs to my project.
correct.
Okay, yeah, here this is a ServiceNow is a very big vendor. It is giving this PDI for free, so you can
Okay,
just create account and
yes,
gain some great hands-on knowledge again.
okay,
Yeah. We use the terminology ServiceNow instance. Just open your instance and do.
okay.
We
It's
do.
just a term that we use. Please open the
Yes.
ServiceNow
Not
instance.
yes. You can also say like if you are using dev environment, so
Okay,
you can open your dev environment. Let's say. Okay.
okay, got it. Thank you for the clarity.
No problem. Yeah. How about others? See, I always like interactive sessions, guys.
So one more thing. So what is the exact duration for this complete course? Like,
Uh, Tentatively, I can say it is 40 to 45 days, but we may exceed up to 50 days. Okay, because I'm planning to explain integrations also, like a handshake between your one instance to another instance. That means if I create a record here, it will reflect in my other instance. That is, call it as a handshake. Okay, using REST integration basics, we can achieve it. So I'm planning to even share the knowledge on integrations. So for now, we can keep it like 50 days, but we'll try to close it on time.
okay, okay.
Okay.
And one more thing. So the
Mhm.
basic certification is CSA only, right? For this?
CSA is a mainline certification, and that is one of the required certification.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there any validity for that particular certificate, or is that is the permanent certificate?
No. See, for version to version, usually you have to renewal your certificate. Okay.
Okay,
That means once you are certified as a CSA ServiceNow administrator, okay,
okay,
if there is a new version, you will have a information from your team as well as from the service. Now you'll receive some mails, so you just have to take some 3 to 4 multi choice questions will be there related to new version, so you can also just understand the release notes and you can complete this exam. That is not complex at all, so your certificate gets renewal. So for every release you have to do this. That particular type of exam is named as a delta exam.
okay, okay.
Okay.
So each and CSA is the main certificate, and after that, once we got the we have completed for the CSA, so then we can go with the CAD.
Yes, CAD, ITIL, there are many. Okay. But focus on
But
CSA and CAD.
each and every certificate should be renewed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
share whatever we have gone through on the ServiceNow portal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
which is for everyone basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a new, like, I'm new, very new. I'm just logging into developer.service now. That's
Mm-hmm.
the entire portal. So that we don't work on that, right? This is just for our understanding.
Understand.
We go
Yes.
through, like, if I want to know something, I'll just go to the reference guide. If I came across new situation, I'll just go through the new guide and product documentation. I'll search that. And
Yes.
sometimes I'll check with my colleagues. It is just for understanding and just for connect and learning. If I'm part
See,
of the team.
I'm just explaining what is there on the
Okay. So we have
developer.
nothing
Yeah.
to do with that. Whatever we are going to do as a admin. As a developer, we will be working on the instance only.
Yes,
All right.
exactly. Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate.
sure, no problem. We have to practice PDI creating with user manual, have to understand before entering into practice session. Uh, Sorry, Vamshi, your question is not so clear for me, but see, to most of you doesn't have a knowledge how to create a PDI. That's the reason it will be my first class to guide you to create a PDI and also make you understand some insights about what is useful in this PDI. Okay, do we have a different end users and employees? We have a different interface specific to employee. No, Geetika, you will have a different environments here: developer environment, testing environment, UAT, which is user acceptance environment, and production. That means you develop everything in the development phase. You may move it to testing, where testers actually test your working model. If you have a green signal from your testers, you move it to UAT, where your clients check your working model. If you also get a green signal from your uh, clients, your project will be live. Okay, so yes, we have a
Okay.
different roles here, but not a different end users. End users are nothing but
Okay.
customers. Okay, we'll not differentiate the customers here. We only differentiate the profiles based on the rules.
Okay. So you will be teaching only regarding the development, also it includes the testing.
I will be learning admin development implementation. Testing is completely different. We have a different rules for testing and test. Even a tester has to understand this tool, right? So you will understand the tool, but you will be in a better position than a tester, because testing is something where you just have to understand the tool and create some test cases, validate them, and if they are not passing the test cases, you will raise a defect. Developer again works on the same. That is what the job of a tester. But if you learn admin development and implementation, you may have a support engineer role or a developer role or a consultant role.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, irrespective of any company, Shreya, as
Mm-hmm.
I'm working, let's say I joined as an admin. So
Okay.
I'm whatever I'm working, the testing team will do the testing part. If everything is clear, then it will go for the UAT, user
Yes.
acceptance testing. Then it will
Yes.
go live. So
Yes.
whatever I'm going to do, that is going to be tested by by our team,
No,
the
you will
testing
have
team.
a testing tip.
Wait, basically the testing team. They'll
Yes.
test and they'll
Every
get back to us with the
project,
bugs if there is something.
yeah,
Okay.
every project will follow the same, nothing different in
Oh,
service
okay.
now. Okay.
All
Mm,
right. Thank you.
yeah. So if I have to add testing also, see, to be frank, I never been part of a testing phase yet. I just know how the test cases are created. That's it. But my job is better than that. I develop many stories. I work as a senior developer, so I don't wish to be a tester. So I'm not criticizing the role here, but I'm letting you know that whatever we are going to understand in this course will land you in a better position. I think it is clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, So every day from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. we'll have a classes. Once you enroll into the courses, like you can check with your consultancies and get that recordings and the class notes. Okay, but like I have instructions like people has to be enrolled by this Monday, then only you'll be allowed to the classes. So just do that process. Don't worry regarding the interview questions and all. As a trainer, while discussing on that particular topic, I'll also specify what could be the expected questions. Apart from that, we'll also go through few mock interviews. Okay, and also I'll help you with what are the most like what are the questions that are asked in a different ways. Let's say we have a client scripts, we have many scenarios, so I'll help you with those scenarios even, because we'll be practicing everything in real time. I'll not be going through theory much. See, I was using the instance only for most of the time. Okay, so for theory, I have a notes. I'll be sharing those notes drive link. For recording, also the same. You'll have this access for lifetime. So if you're missing a class for a day or something, you can watch the recording. And if you still have any queries, you can get back to me.
Hello,
Uh,
Shreya.
yes.
Shreya, actually, I have one doubt.
Okay.
Shreya, actually, I'm from non-IT background.
Okay.
For suppose if I got a job in IT company,
Mm-hmm.
so after that, that company has to do background verification. So I'm from non-IT
See,
background.
Raj,
So
related to all this stuff, you can check with the consultancy. Regarding the trainings, definitely I'm the right person. Okay. Regarding your background and all, I don't know, right? So I cannot give some random answer here. You can check with the consultancy, they can help you out in this process. Something
okay, sure.
related to trainings, definitely you can reach out to me.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Shreya.
Hi.
Shreya, from initial day onwards, you are going to say about the JavaScript information, or else like it will take a part after some time. Like I need
Mm-hmm.
to start learning on that actually, parallel with the service now.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just give a couple of days. You also start working on the service now for initial 2 classes at least. Okay,
Okay.
from third class, I'll help you with the URLs from where you can actually understand the concepts of scripting in service now. Okay, and
Okay.
JavaScripts. Okay, so don't worry, I'll help you with that information. I'll post this URLs and all in the group again.
Okay. Okay. Got
Okay,
it. Got it. And
yeah.
Shreya, take it in a positive way. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
what purpose this service now is using? It is a ticketing tool. I can
Mm-hmm.
understand where we
Mm-hmm.
are using these. For example,
If you
if you provide now, it will be more in our. Um, I mean to say like daily basis. Can we are
see,
using or
that is
not?
what Ram. If we complete the course, you will have a better picture. Okay,
Okay.
so that
Mm-hmm.
is what in the day one itself you cannot understand entire service now. One thing. Second thing, every company can use the service now. See, let's say we have a school. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
where we have a students. Uh,
Okay.
we need a database to store the information. Okay,
Correct.
instead of
Correct.
storing it in some random databases, they wish to store it in a cloud platforms where we also get
Mm-hmm.
some help from the application. Let's say if they are storing Rishi's record, they can find it in the user table, and if Rishi hasn't paid the fee, they can cross check who has paid, who hasn't paid. If they want to celebrate Rishi's birthday, they can keep the details again active on the records. Okay, if they want to contact their parents, they can reach out, they can check the information on ServiceNow. And
Mm-hmm.
get any feedbacks of the students, they can just share a link, and parents can post a feedback, and that gets stored in a table. So likewise, we have various examples or scenarios. It is not limited to one industry.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, got it. Out of curiosity, I'm asking, we can
that's
use it as
fine.
a freelancing also, right?
That I'm not much sure, Ram,
Okay,
because I never did something like that before. But
okay,
we'll see. We have a lot of time to discuss all this.
correct, correct, correct. Going on,
Yeah,
we'll do that.
yeah,
Then, thanks for your time, actually.
sure, no problem. I'm here to provide the training, and I love teaching. So, any other questions from anyone? And let's follow one principle here. Every day at 9, let's begin the class. By 10, we'll close it. And any queries 10 to 10:15, we'll discuss those. Okay, so that when we have a big count, it may not bother others who just want to listen the class. Okay, you can just note down your queries and we can discuss that. Because people like me, if I haven't listened to the class, I go through recording, and if I have certain disturbances, I don't find it being very professional. That's a reason, just to avoid this, we'll follow one pattern. Yeah, if no questions, I'll close it for now. Let's connect tomorrow if you have anything to discuss.
You mean to say Monday or
Tomorrow.
exactly tomorrow?
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah,
So you said like Monday to Friday, right? Or Saturday also?
Monday to Saturday I mentioned actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's okay. At least for this Saturday we'll connect. Maybe next Saturday we can take a break. Okay.
Okay.
I know for IT people it is difficult to work on Saturdays even for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. We are on same page, but to learn more concepts, sometimes we need to fetch our schedule.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So others who are uh, not interacting much here, but if you have any questions,
It's,
yeah, hi.
can you change the timings?
Sorry, Koti, I'm also working. This is my comfortable time. So
It's only possible with time only.
yes, I have a client calls till 8:30, 8:45. So 9 is only feasible for me to take the class.
Are you available for every day or
I'm
in
av-
a particular time only?
I'm available every day for this particular time slot. That is how we decided, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every day at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll be taking a class.
Or rather than that time, other than that, the particular slot you don't available for the.
That is what Koti. I'm also working, so I have a calls till 8:30 or something. So I just need at least 30 minutes to relax. Post that we have a class at 9. So I don't have any other time slot.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. So any other questions?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I'm so sorry. I cannot change my timings as I'm already occupied with my personal stuff. Okay. And I also train other batch. So that is already going on in the morning. So I have only 1 hour in the night, which is 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So this is the only available slot.
All right. I have upgraded my instance.
Mm-hmm.
It was Washington DC when
Okay.
I signed up for the first time couple of months back. Now it's
Mm-hmm. It,
showing instance upgrade in progress from last 30-40 minutes.
it takes time, Zubair.
Okay.
Usually everything has to be upgraded to latest release, right?
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So by 1 hour or something, it will be completed. Okay.
I'll check tomorrow. No problem.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Have
Uh,
a great day. Bye bye.
yeah, you too. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.